But like I said, I wanted to welcome everybody to this short little blab. Like I said, I had some things that I wanted to talk about, and we're going to discuss the network marketing. We are recording, so anybody who does decide to get on, you will be recorded. Um, One thing that I would love to talk about is how to use your network market and to actually win with it. May not necessarily be winning with cash. It may be just winning with business. It may be just being able to make connections. There are different levels to network marketing, in my personal opinion. Some people are connectors. Some people, their job basically is to connect other people to different people. Hey, Christine, welcome. I see you made it.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
It's going really well. It's going really well. I'm just basically at this point breaking down the different levels of network marketing, in my opinion. You can network market face to face. There's the business happy hours that a lot of people assume that's what network marketing is, and it's really not. There's also the network marketing that you do, social media network marketing. There's various ways to market that you may not even realize that you're marketing. I was speaking about connectors. And for network marketing, a connector is somebody who happens to know somebody who may do something. Like, for instance, I know somebody that braids hair, and I have friends who might want to get their hair braided. Well, I'm a connector because I'm going to connect my friends with that person, and that's technically a connector. You have some people where that's all they do. They don't really go out there to try to network, to try to meet new people, do the business card exchange, or anything like that. And that's fine. But when it comes to connectors, they're just as important as the people who go ahead and do business card transfers, because for network marketing to work, you have to make that connection. There has to be somebody to say, hey, Christine, you know what? I heard you're a travel agent. I know somebody that wants to travel. A connector may not necessarily be somebody who has a full interest in your particular business or what the services that you have, that you have, but they are somebody who could connect you to somebody who does. And that's a different level of network marketing. Most people are used to and have this idea of what traditional network marketing is, that you go to a network marketing event, a happy hour, a business meeting, and you're trying to get to somebody to figure out, well, how do I talk to them? How do I jump in? How do I say, hey, this is my business card, without making it seem like, hey, like you're needy or pushing in. And some people are not really good in those situations. So it just makes it seem really bad. And we lost Christine. But connectors are still just as important. I'm also going to talk about, and I'm waiting for a few people to join us who can chime in on a couple of things. Your network should never be just the people you know. If you want to grow, whether it's in a business or whether it's for your personal development, for jobs and things like that, you want to leverage the network that you have. That is very important, because just like with a connector may not be necessarily interested in your particular business, but the connector you want to leverage, and they could connect you to people who can actually benefit more from your business. That is the important part of a connector, because it's hard to leverage your business if you don't have a connector to make that connection for you. You can go out there every day, all day, passing out business cards, blowing up social media, sitting on Blab, talking to people. But if you don't have that connector who is your bridge to help you leverage to the next level, you're not going to make it anywhere, and you're just going to become annoying. Now, for me, just people probably curious about who I am. I'm currently in a network marketing company. I'm also a travel agent, but I have been in several network marketing type businesses, from Avon, Mary Kay to Isogenics. I'm part of a Greek organization, so definitely there's network involved with that. I'm also part of just been part of various different groups. I've been in the military, and I've also been planning events and doing things like that since I was young. I'm also known as the one who seems to know everybody. I am a connector and a networker at the same time because I will connect people to the right people if they need services. But at the same time, I know how to network in order to get that connections that I may need to help me leverage my network or to leverage their network. They might want to leverage mine. One of the things that I think that is key when it comes to network marketing is knowing your value and knowing your own worth. If you don't value yourself when you're introducing yourself to somebody new or trying to leverage somebody's network, if you don't feel the value for yourself, why would they go ahead and support you? Why would they want to work with you? Why would they want to connect with you? They're not. In order for people to believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. Welcome, Calvin. How are you? You're welcome to take a seat if you want to. We have some seats open. Being in network marketing, you have to learn how to brand yourself because that's basically what's going to stand out. Hello, Zach. Hello, Mohammed. Welcome to take a seat. Just leave one seat open for Miss Christine. And I have learned a lot of things from being in the businesses. I have learned a lot of things from being around other people, from listening to other professionals, and just from life experiences. I have learned what works and what doesn't work. And now, being the fact that the way that the world is, we can no longer just network face to face. We can't just rely on going to a business meeting. We can't just rely on hopefully somebody remembers my resume. You have to make an impression. But in order to make an impression, you have to know how to market yourself. But you can't really market yourself if you don't know who you are and what your brand is, regardless of a business, regardless of whatever you're doing. You need to know what your brand is because that's essentially what you're doing when your network marketing is. You're presenting your brand. And if people trust you, which might take some time, once they trust you and your services, they'll be able to leverage your network and create a connector for you, which is my bridge. I like leveraging networks because you never know where it's going to lead to. It may not lead to, say, a successful sale or anything for your business or that job, but you might find that mentor that you need. You might find somebody who can give you some of that education that you might need. It could just be somebody who opens your eyes to a whole new level of just thinking. And I truly believe network marketing is going to be the future of business. I believe that you can't, the saying how they say, in order to get somewhere, you have to know somebody. In a sense, it's true. You kind of need to know somebody to get moving forward, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the person you know is the supervisor for the job or the owner of the company. It could be somebody who has gone through the same thing that you have gone through. And that's basically what it is. Now, for me, until other people take the seats and, we can ask their opinions as well. But for me, I like to get to know people. I like to build relationships. So the clients I've had over my various network marketing companies, I've had a relationship with them. It isn't just, hey, thanks for the sale, that's it. I ask, how are you doing? What's going on? I check in on my repeat clients, especially when I was with the retail level type ones. And I say, hey, what's going on? Is everything good? Do you need any more products? How's your kids? Because what it is that now they believe that you actually care about them. They're just not a number. And if you are building a business and you are building a team, you still need to network with your team, regardless if this is a team of people that you may have brought in or a team that's your overall team, because you never know what nuggets you can get from that team. So you should never be in a business and not know who you're working with, whether you're a 9-to-5 or whether you're free time, as I call network marketingers, we're free time. You should know who your coworkers are. You should know what's going on with them because they want to know that you're interested. I have a team of people under me and I talk to them. I ask them what's going on, but I have a team of like over 100 that's part of our big team. And I talk to everybody. How are you? Where you are? How's the weather? What you learning? Oh, wait, I didn't know that about that about that training? Oh, for real? Okay, cool. And that's what network marketing is to better build yourself, to build your network. I just like network marketing, and people don't understand it. Now, when it comes to social media is done on network marketing every day. No one's getting paid for it. I would say there's maybe 3%, 4%, maybe, that's actually getting paid. For example, those patty pies. Now, we all know, we all got a Facebook page, a Twitter page. We've seen them patty pies. You've seen everybody post, buy a patty pie. I'm in Walmart and they got 4 patty pies and I'm going to snatch all of them up. Anybody get paid? I asked my friends, did Patty give you a call? Did Patty put you on TV? Did you get a percentage of every pie that you marketed? But you just network marketed. But then you tell me that you can't be in my company or be any kind of sales company, but you just marketed for these network marketings. Okay, for these pies, I mean. Then you have, if you're Greek, you promote all these flyers for all these different events and all these parties and community services, which is great. But you're network marketing. Did you benefit from it? If it's your chapter, then yes, you did benefit from it because at the end, your chapter did make some money. You're marketing for all these movies that's coming out. Oh, you should go ahead and go see Creed and go see Deadpool, which was good though. Go see all these movies. It was great. That's network marketing. We're going to welcome a new person to come on in. We got Mr. Calvin So Real that's going to step in a second. But when it comes to, hey, Calvin.
Hey, T. I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I am great. I just had a moment earlier today where I was just thinking about network marketing as I was doing my shopping and stuck in traffic. And I felt the need to discuss network marketing because as we look at the future, we have more people that are stepping into home-based businesses or stepping into faith and starting their own business, but don't necessarily know how to get those clients, how to get the help that they need, and don't fully understand what network marketing is and how you've been doing it for years. Mm-hmm. You just wasn't getting paid properly. Right. You weren't getting the right benefits. Right. So I'm going to take it to you since you just joined in and graced us with your presence and tell me what you think about network marketing and your experiences.
Thank you. I am very passionate about network marketing. I have been in this industry since 2001. Network marketing is real, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I should say. And I say that because there are thousands, and I mean literally thousands of people that have success stories. I think the misconception that people get about network marketing is they try to merge that into a pyramid scheme. And that's the big word that everyone is afraid of. And I get it. There have been businesses that have taken advantages of people, but guys, that's just life in general. People take advantage of people all the time. But this business has afforded a lot of people the opportunity to be able to earn some part-time income, even on a part-time basis, working from the comfort of their homes, not even to mention the tax breaks that you're going to receive, some of the relationships that you're going to form, so I just encourage everyone to get out of that mind frame and go out there and stop building someone else's dreams and build your own dreams.
Exactly. And I believe that there are a lot of people who already have the skill set, but they don't necessarily know how to properly use it or how to get the training to, I guess you could say, train it up. Because we have people out there who, like, for instance, know how to cook. But if they would take a class or two or get some actual instruction, they could be chefs. Mm-hmm. But they don't know that because they have that fear. And that ties into network marketing, in my opinion, because people have, like I stated earlier, people have that fear of talking to people, period, and about putting themselves out there. Because that's essentially, to me, that is what you're doing, whether you're doing it face-to-face or whether you're doing it on social media. You're putting yourself out there to say, hey, trust me, trust my services, trust my abilities. And as listening to y'all last night, some of the things that you were saying is really true. You have to build a brand, but you cannot build your brand based off your business. because then people are going to just think that whatever happens with you, it's the business. It's not necessarily you. But if you have a strong brand for yourself, it doesn't matter, honestly, if you're selling ice or if you're selling horse manure. People are going to buy it because they trust you.
Right.
And that's the key thing when it comes to network marketing. You have to be confident. And when you're on social media now with all these millennials coming in and things like that, the whole thing of network marketing at happy hours, they're great. There's great food discounts. But to me, I think that is, I don't know, it's just not something I'm really interested in anymore, because it's like you have to figure out how to break that ice. You don't know what you have in common with. It's not the same as much as when you're doing something maybe virtually, when you're on social media, or when, you know, there's a lot of ways. Like, for instance, I'm going to give you an example of how I network today. I went to the farmer's market down here, and I'm in Maryland again. I'm into the farmer's market, and I went to the spice section. They have the bulk spices. And as I'm standing there, there's a lady standing next to me, and she looks very overwhelmed. So we started talking about the spices, which led to talking to the benefits of the spices, which led to two other females jumping into our conversation, talking about weight loss and the spices, which ended with me giving them my travel business card. Mm-hmm. Now, my intention wasn't going to go to the market to give out business cards. It was to get some great vegetables and spices. But because I took the opportunity to use what I had around me to start a conversation, and I'm comfortable, I just found 3 new friends. And that's really what, to me, network marketing is not necessarily finding those new clients. It's not necessarily finding new business partners and signing people up. I never know where these 3 people are going to lead me now. You never know. And to me, I think that's the best part of network marketing. You never know.
Well, I think part of the problem is, you know, I like what you said, but I'm going to take it a step further. You know, people, they do have the know-how. Because like you said earlier, if I went to a restaurant tonight and it was a new restaurant that opened up and it was some amazing food, what would I do? I would eat there, enjoy it, and then I would come back and I would post it on Facebook. I would post it on Instagram. I would tell my family and friends how amazing this place is. So to me, it's the same thing. You know, it's just like if you had a barber shop or a hair salon. How do you expect for people to come in the door if you're not telling people what it is that you're doing? You know, and so then I'm gonna take another step further and say that it has to do with proper mentorship. You know, a lot of times people get you into these businesses and they signed you up to get their commission and then they leave you. And so one of the things that people have to be careful of is they have to be careful of who they're joining. They need to really join someone who's going to teach them and show them the ropes and give them the skills and the training needed in order for them to be successful. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, my partners and I, and you included, we're all about this mastermind, because it's collectively putting different heads together, and we are masterminding on how we can make each other better. And we're teaching every day to each other things to make each of our own individual businesses grow. I mean, you're in an industry, I'm in an industry, some of the other people that are watching are in a different industry as well. But guess what? We can still collaborate together and mentor and train each other.
Yes, and you never know where the friendships and the connections could lead, because a lot of industries work together, and that's what like, for instance, if you look at some of the big businesses out there and how they work with other businesses together, they're networking together to not only increase their bottom line, because it's not about the money, but it's about the money,
right? But
they're building that friendship, they're building that connection, you know. So there's more to it than just what people think. I believe that we need to not only learn to leverage other people's networks, I think we need to learn to leverage our own. And I know for people who are true network marketers and true network marketing, home-based business type stuff, we have this thing that's called a warm market. A warm market is, for those that don't know, your warm market is basically your friends, your family, and your close associates. Well, if you're like me, and I've been in network marketing since the early 2000s, my warm market is kind of like dead. I can't leverage them for anything. You know, I let them know, hey, this is what I'm doing if you're interested, but I can't really leverage them. So now the ability is to step out and say, okay, where's my next market? And as Zach knows, I don't believe in a box. So I don't even know what a box is. So my thing is now I have to learn personally to leverage this entire network that I currently have. I have a network being a member of Zeta Phi Beta sorority. I have a network there. I have a network with Phi Beta Sigma because those are my fraternity brothers. I have a network with my job. I have a network in so many different areas that it's ridiculous, but I have to learn how to properly leverage it. And one of the key things is that when you do decide to leverage into a network, be careful how you do it so you do not burn the bridge. You don't want to burn the bridge when you're doing that, because then anything that, like if you burn the connectors bridge, that's going to show you to the people that you need to get to, and you burn that one bridge, you'll never get back to those people, ever.
Well, hey,
welcome, Muhammad. Would you like to step in and say a little something to us?
Well,
I'm real laid back for those of y'all who don't know me.
I've been listening and I've been extremely impressed. Tisha, it's a wonderful Blab session, and certainly the conversation that we need to have. I think one of the most important things that you're doing here is that you're elevating the conversation. You know, there are a lot of conversations that we could be having, but this conversation about how do we use networks in the 21st century to make sure that we can send a stream of income to people of our own choosing. I'm going to say that again. How do we use networks to ensure, to 100% guarantee that we can send a stream of income to people of our own choosing? In other words, creating your own economy where you're not, it doesn't matter what the country is doing. It doesn't matter who's in the White House. It doesn't matter about any of that, because you have a network of people that are committed to making sure that everyone that is in that is in that family has a stream of income flowing to them. So I couldn't think of a more appropriate conversation. My only question is, are you going to do this every week? Is this going to be an ongoing Blab session that you're going to have? And tell us what the day is so that we can come in and support you.
Well, my plan is, and I'm going to be working with Zach on a few different things, is my plan is to basically try to show people how to use this industry to get what they need. Mm-hmm. Because as we're all probably aware, we can't survive on one income. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. Even the millionaires and the billionaires, they have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 streams of income. And there's nothing saying that we can't have that same thing going on. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to have millions of dollars, though I'm not going to say no to it. But having that extra stream helps. And when you're in a network-based business, as Calvin stated, there are so many advantages to it. You have those tax breaks. You have those networks. I'll tell you one thing I got with being in the industry that I'm in now. I actually found one of my old college mates. Mm-hmm. She was on Facebook and she mentioned Jay Wu and Charleston, Johnson Wales University. And I'm like, okay, that campus was about yay big. Who are you? Come to find out, we went to school together and graduated together and didn't even know we was in the same business. But if it wasn't for networking on social media, didn't even know. And I got to meet her when I went down to one of our meetings in Atlanta.
Johnson Wales, do they have a school of culinary arts?
Yes. Culinary arts, business, and baking.
Yeah. That's top shelf, man. That's a private school. That's high end stuff. I give you mad respect.
Yes, I went to the school for hospitality management.
Yeah. Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, you're getting these gems, these nuggets from somebody who is tenured. She's not just popping off, as they say. She has come through a program of discipline, through a university, and through life experiences. She's got experiences stacked on top of experiences. So if you're watching this, I absolutely invite you to make sure that you connect with Tisha on Blab. Make sure that you follow her on Blab and on Twitter.
Yes. My goal with this is with me trying to, don't get it wrong, I like my job and I like my benefits, but I just want more. I just want to have that freedom. So when I get off work on Thursday or Friday night, if I want to hop the plane and go somewhere, I don't have to really consult my bank account to really say, well, where can I go? Can I really afford it? Or anything like that. I want to be able to say, hey, who want to go to Jamaica with me? We're going to go for the weekend. Right. And with my industry, it's a tax write-off, so that makes it even better. Right. I want to set myself up because I am a young female. I am single, no kids or anything like that. I want to set myself up so when I start having a family, I'm financially ready for it. Mm-hmm. And I personally want to be a stay-at-home mom. Mm-hmm. I need money to be a stay-at-home mom.
Wait a minute.
So I need to set myself up so I can be a stay-at-home mom.
So
you know, this is where I'm going. I want to be able to show other people this.
So many things Tisha just said. A lot of people have that concern. Well, you know, I want to stay on my job because I like the benefits. I want to stay on my job because, you know, but I still want to be able to get up and go and travel. I want to be able to, you know, I want my job because of XYZ. And so a mentor told me some time ago that if you're earning enough income passively, you can buy your own insurance policy. You can make your own insurance policy. If you're earning enough income passively, then you can at any time go to the counter you pick the airline and get a ticket to go at least coach wherever it is that you want to go. So the thing is, let's hold on to your job for a minute. And let's build up this passive income. Let's partner with people who are going to show you how to build up this passive income. And let's do that and get your portfolio to the point where, you know, you don't have to do the grind. You don't have to trade time for money. You can focus on your own creativity and have more than enough income to have an amazing life, right? See, create lifestyle freedom. Create lifestyle freedom is having an amazing life with no concerns about how the monthly expenses are going to be met and making a positive impact on people in the world around you. That's create lifestyle freedom.
Hey, Matt, can I piggyback off that?
Please do.
You brought up a topic. I have a friend of mine in Atlanta, Georgia named David Shands, and he wrote a book called Dreams Are Built Overnight. And when you're talking about people that want to be able to create, you know, lifestyle freedom, like Tisha said, and be able to travel when they want to travel, just do the things you want to do, right? You have to be able to build your dream overnight. So in his book, he talks about how you build your day dream while you're at work on your day job. So the first thing people have to understand that there's going to be a sacrifice to build your dream, right? Like your dream is not going to come easy. So if you are somebody that's looking to create lifestyle freedom, what are you willing to sacrifice to attain that? Because it's not going to come easy. Freedom is never free. So that's the first thing. You know, we all want things, okay, but how bad do you want it? You know, are you willing to put in the work that's going to take necessary to achieve it? So I'm loving this topic that Tisha put out there because, you know, being that we are, you know, in a Greek organization, it totally befuddles me how I can tell everybody, hey, I'm going to throw a party next week. You guys come out. But if I tell people, hey, let's talk about money, let's talk about networking, then you don't get that same response. And that's why there are people in the top 1% and there are people in the bottom 20%. You know, that's exactly why. Millionaires, as Tisha said, people that have money diversify their income. They have 7 streams of income. Okay, you guys, if you're watching this right now live or on a replay, you are already in network marketing. You're just not getting paid for it. You know, my thing is now, if I'm going to be on Facebook, I'm getting paid to be on Facebook. If I'm going to be on Twitter, I'm getting paid to be on Twitter. Guys, it can absolutely happen for you. I do not log into anything without getting paid for it. And there's ways to do that in this industry if you know how to do one thing. It's called leverage. If you know how to leverage your time and leverage your income to produce that passive income to where now you don't have to worry about, okay, trading time for money. Because the bottom line is, like Tisha said, I'm glad she said it too. She said, I like my job. She didn't say I love it. Because here's the thing, guys, the things you love, you do for free. So most of you like your job, but guess what? If they stop paying tomorrow, will you show up? Absolutely not. So stop saying you love your job, you love your family. You know, my why is my family, my 4-year-old son. I would rather spend time with him because I love him. Bottom line, point blank. So guys, it's time for us to elevate these conversations. And, all this. I can't listen, guys. I can't stand that stupid phrase, pyramid scheme. I can't stand it because those of you who are watching it, if you say pyramid scheme, pyramid scam, let me tell you guys what scam stands for. Scam means you are still confused about money. If you still think trading time for dollars is going to help you create lifestyle freedom, you are confused. Guys, network marketing, is it a pyramid? You can say it's a pyramid, but every industry in the world is a pyramid, except network marketing is an upside down pyramid. What do I mean by that? Example, say I started a network marketing company, right? I sponsor Calvin, Muhammad, and Tisha. If those three outwork me, meaning if they sell more product, if they sponsor more reps, they will get paid more than me. So guess what? I may get a percentage, but who cares? If I help Tisha make 100,000 and I get 10,000, is Tisha gonna be mad at me? No. But guess what? You guys, some of you guys go to work every single day at a job where you're the employee, you have a manager, you have a in-between manager, you have a district manager, you have a CEO, and the president. Now, guys, ask yourself this question. Who is ever going to get paid more than the president of a company?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Not only that, but they can let you go at any time, number one. And number two, in our industry, it's all volunteer, right? Nobody's volunteering to go to work, right? You're going to work because you're expecting.
But guess what, though? In Georgia, they say Georgia is an at-will state, meaning you're volunteering your time to be there. Right, but they can let you go whenever they want to. Guys, anytime. Change your mindset.
Anytime with no explanation.
Right.
Now, when it comes to network marketing, and even though everybody, as we've stated, does it and don't realize how well they may be doing it, when it comes to network marketing and it comes to actually being in a network marketing business, for me, I chose to start doing it a long time ago because A, I wanted that extra money. B, I wanted to have a way to force me to step out of my comfort zone back then to start talking to people. And network marketing is forcing me to do that. I have people on my team who are nervous and are now stepping out of comfort zones in order to get what they need. In a network marketing business, I don't care which one you want to choose, you are not going to make it if you stay in your comfort zone at all. I can tell you right now, being on this webcam is stepping out of my comfort zone because I don't like being on the webcam, but I'm understanding the need for it because in order for me to be global, I have to do things that's going to make me global. This will help make me global. This will help get over my job. I'm sorry, I'm reading Christine's messages at the same time, but this will get over a lot of the comfort zone problems that I have. And as she's stating, there really is no such thing as job security except the guys that work the buildings. That's the only job security you really have. And even they don't have that much job security because I have a friend who does that for the federal. Fail your gun range twice. Your job is gone. No questions asked. And you cannot come back for a year. So then what are you going to do? I've heard plenty of stories of people who are in various network marketing companies and are very glad to have built that extra income on the side and have built this network because they lost their job. They didn't get that promotion they thought that they was going to get. Somebody in the family got sick. Somebody had a baby and they weren't financially ready, but they were because they had that money sitting on the side. So network marketing may not necessarily be something that some people do full-time. Some people might do it part-time, but people are going to do it once they realize the money that's part of it. And with the millennials, they're having a hard time finding real jobs. They're the most educated, but they can't find and sustain the jobs that they need in their business. And I spoke to a millennial and I talked to her about network marketing in my business, and she agreed. She has a great degree, great field. She can't find a real job, not to really make the money she needs to survive. And you're really not going to reach a millennial going on Facebook. You're not, especially if you're not in that millennial. I'm on the edge of the millennials, so I really won't reach the millennials the way I need to. But because of network marketing, I have a sister who's a millennial. I have two actually who are millennials. Guess whose network is getting leveraged? I have a friend of mine, my god sister. She's a millennial in the music industry. Guess who's about to leverage? I've leveraged her network twice, and I'm about to go back for a third time. You know, but I think that the way that I've read an article, basically what they're saying is, you know how a regular 9 to 5 You know, me, Calvin, and Zach, we all work at the same job. We have the same duties on the team. We get paid the same. Zach doesn't do anything half the day. Calvin is always on leave. I'm doing majority of the work. Our paychecks don't change.
Right.
We're all getting paid for the same. A lot of companies are looking to go towards now is commission-based pay, where you'll get a small amount of money, but based off your output, that's the input they're going to put in your bank account. And that's what network marketing is. You're getting paid based off the work that you do. And if you don't do anything, you're not going to make any money. I really hate when people sit there and say, oh, I was part of XYZ and I didn't make any money. What did you do?
Exactly.
Did you market? Did anybody know that you was doing it?
Nope.
You know, if you're in makeup, was you wearing makeup? I met a girl at Avon, not Avon, Mary Kay. Never wore makeup though.
Well, you know what?
And I said, so
Tisha, you know, I think that we take this conversation a little bit deeper. Zach, I know your favorite word is value, so I'm gonna give a little value right now. 2 words: personal development. Awesome book. Eric War, Grow Pro, is a fantastic book. Guys, if you read this book, this will change your outlook on network marketing for life. Robert Kiyosaki, The Business of the 21st Century. Guys, another stellar book that you have got to go and get. Okay, you know, that's the thing that happens in this industry, and we all have fallen victim to it, even myself. You know, we get in and our leaders are providing us mentorship by saying, hey guys, this is a great book to read. Read this to get your mind up to par. And so we fail when we don't do it. And I've been victim of that as well. But what I've realized is I can't make it here if I'm not personally developing myself. You know, they're not teaching that stuff in the school system. They're teaching us trigonometry and calculus, which we're not going to use that probably hardly any other time in our life. You know, but what we need to know is we need to know these life things in life that go on. We need to know those things, and you're only going to get that with personal development. What do you think, Zach?
Man, you dropped some nuggets, man. Personal development is key, and in the school system, one thing my mentor has always told me is school is there to enrich you, not to make you rich, because the school system is teaching you how to be a great employee, not how to be a great business owner. So you have to get around people that have the same goal as you. If business ownership is key, if freedom is what you want, you have to get around people that can help you attain that. Guys, you know, I got to a point where I got mad, right? I got mad, M-A-D, and I made a decision. I made a decision that I was no longer going to be controlled, okay, by a system to where I do all the work and somebody else get paid the most money and come tell me what I need to be doing, when I can go on lunch break, when I can take vacation. Guys, I was tired of it. Listen, I was tired of getting $1 raises. Listen, I know people right now that this year they got 2%, 3% raises, which is $1 an hour, $2 an hour. What the crap, yo? Listen, in my business, I have raised my income way more than that because of network marketing. Guys, why the crap will you keep subjecting yourself to a system where you can't win? Okay, where you always have to worry about where the next dollar is going to come from, where you have to be fearful, okay, of losing your lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, guys, that's the bottom line. You're fearful you're going to lose your lifestyle, so you're going to do what you have to do. Okay, I understand that. You got to do what you got to do. But guys, guess what? Build your daydream while you're building your day job. So after you build your day job, what are you doing to achieve your dreams and your goals? And that personal development Calvin talked about is going to be key, because somebody's going to have to kick you in the rear to say, if you can go trade 40 hours a week for somebody else and you come home and watch Scandal and all that other crap that's not going to make you any money or help your family, something is not right, guys.
Hey, Zach, and you know, they'll go to work and work 40 hours a week building someone else's dream, but they won't come home and work 5 or 10 hours to build their dreams.
Right. You say I'm tired, but you wake up at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning tired to go work with somebody else.
See, and that could be our next blab, is to talk about time management, because that is the number one thing that you hear why people, oh, I can't get into something like that. I don't have the time. I said, but you got the time to sit here and tell me all about Scandal and all these other TV shows and who did what, or Real Housewife, or whatever city you want to choose, but you don't got time to make a 10-minute phone call. Now, I work for the government, so, you know, my job has some meaning to it, and I like it. Like I said, I don't love it. I like it. You know, I like it enough that if I have network marketing gives me the option to leave, I might say goodbye to the government. But to say that you're too busy to do something like this, to market anything, I get up at 4:45 every day, and I'm at work at 6:30 almost every day. I do all my work. I take business calls in between. I do training in between. I come home, I cook dinner. Like I said, I am single, so I don't have the kids or anything else running around, but I don't really watch TV. The TV kind of watches me because I like background noise. I do my training. I do my research. I help other people. I train other people. I talk to my prospects. So you have time to do things if you want to. Like that saying goes, people have time to do what they want when they want. Now, when your check gets to zero, is that when you're going to want to have that time? It's going to be a little late when it gets to zero. If you, for us as a female, and for the females that are watching, one of the issues we have on a general basis, and this is not every female, so I don't want the females coming after me later, we're too emotional when it comes to network marketing and business. We take everything that people say and do and think it's something personal, and it's not. I don't take that much personal when it comes to a business, because at the end of the day, it's a business. It's not my life. It's part of me, but it is not me. As a female, we might be married, we might have kids and all the other responsibilities that we need to take care of. What you have to understand is that your kids, and as Zach said, his son, is his why story. Don't make your why story your why not, because that's something that I hear all the time. I can't sit there and work this business properly because I got to take care of my 2 kids and I have to get ready for work. I got to do their homework. I got this, I got that. I said, yes, but when the cable man says we're about to cut your cable off, can you tell them that? They're going to cut your cable off. When they come for your car, you can't tell the repo man, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have time to make that payment, because you know Sammy needed his macaroni and cheese. Now, the key that I give to my females out here who are doing businesses like this, sit with your spouse, sit with your boyfriend, sit with your kids and explain to them why you're doing this, what the benefit is for this. When I was in a network marketing business and I was dating, I sat down with him and said, hey, I'm about to get into this business. I am going to be booked up a lot of weekends, but you know what? Because I care about you, I'm going to clear 1 weekend a month where we can do whatever it is that you want to do. Not what I want to do, because you already suffered for 3 weekends, whatever you want to do. And that's time management. And that's all it is about. My mom loves it. She loves watching me because I know how to utilize my time management very well. We was visiting my sister in Philly, all of us walking around IKEA and chilling and having fun. I got a very important text message from my leader that says, you need to call me right now. I said, Mom, I need to make a phone call. She goes, oh, you with the family? I said, Mom, this is money. She said, go have your phone call. I'll talk to you when you're done. My mom understands, because part of my why story is for her 65th is to be able to send her to Tahiti for a week for her birthday. So she understands she's in my why story. So if I say this is money, I'll talk to you later. It's okay. Come back when you're done. And that's because I've explained it to her. So nobody, even my friends, they understand. There's business, there's pleasure. But if we're doing pleasure and I see business opportunity, pleasure we put on hold, because that business opportunity may not always be there.
Hey, Tisha, you know, it brings me, now that you say that, and just piggybacking off you and what Zach says, it brings me back to getting out of that mentality of poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly. Now, think about back in the day when AOL was branding themselves. They used to come around and mail you these CDs for free. Can you imagine how many people that were invited to get in on that said, no, it's a pyramid, I don't want any parts of that? But AOL is a global business still to this day, making tons and millions of dollars. Okay, let's think about Facebook for a moment. You know, Facebook, there were multiple people that were in that mastermind with Mark Zuckerberg, and then it dwindled down to 6. And even on the 6, a few dropped off on that. Now look at where Facebook is today. It is $1 billion company. So just imagine if all these people back in the day would have stayed on board instead of thinking scam or scheme. Look where their pockets would be right now. So guys, we've got to get out of that mentality and we've got to push ourselves and know that there is legit opportunities out there. There are people there's companies that are paying on time. There's companies that are paying 80 and 90% of the earnings. There's company that's paying early. Guys, it's real. It is absolutely real.
Hey, and just to chime in on that, I did a video on Facebook the other day. I don't know if you guys saw it. The topic was the person who says they tried everything has not tried enough. And guys, the whole purpose of that video was to say there are people out there that say, well, I've tried network marketing before. You know, I was in XYZ company and it didn't work for me. And I always ask them, well, how long were you in it? Oh, I was in it for like, I was in it for a month. Okay, and how many people did you talk to? Or I talked to my cousin Sally and she said no. And you just quit? Like, I mean, really think about that. I mean, there are people that start things, they don't stay committed, and they wonder why they're not successful. Guys, anything you start, there has to be a certain commitment level for you to succeed in it. Imagine a child, okay, when my son was trying to walk, I'll never forget, he would get up and fall down, get up and fall down, get up and fall down. And as a parent, I would always encourage him, come on, Deuce, Daddy knows you can do it, come on, Deuce. And he got up one day and he took off walking. And now that boy is running all over the place. But imagine if as a child you said, man, bump this walking thing, I'm gonna crawl all my life. Nobody says that. But for some reason, when we become adults, we start things, we think it's supposed to happen overnight. We got this lottery mindset, like it's a scratch off. Guys, it doesn't happen overnight. So you gotta get started, you gotta get committed, get around some mentors, and don't quit. Your success will come if you stay committed for long enough. It will come, guys. Network marketing is not a lotto ticket. So if you get in and you're looking at people as dollar signs, it's the wrong mentality. Okay, you will make a lot of money with it, but you got to do it the right way. And that's why it's going to take some great mentorship that's going to train you and coach you and develop you on how to build your network the right way, guys. But it's a fact. It's a well-known fact that network marketing has produced, okay, a bunch of millionaires, helped a lot of people create lifestyle freedom. It can do it for you, but you got to be committed to the process. I mean, it is a process. Got to be committed to it.
Hey, Zach, we keep talking mentorship, and I just want to make sure the people that are watching, they really truly understand what true mentorship is. You know, true mentorship is someone who walks the path with you. They don't just give you an application and say, sign up, and then you're off to the races by yourself. A real mentor is going to walk you through the process. They're going to walk you through what they call making a list, okay? Your memory joggers. They're going to help you make those phone calls. They're going to help you do the presentation. They're going to help you learn to market your business. True mentorship comes in that form, and you know when you've received it. Because I know a lot of us have gotten in a situation where someone has sponsored us, and then they just leave us alone. And I can't tell you how many stories I've heard of people to say, well, I joined them, but they ain't teach me anything. That's not true mentorship. So make sure, when you're taking a look at an opportunity, someone is presenting to you, make sure that you're looking for those qualities of a mentorship in that person so that you know that when I join, they'll be there.
I mean, that's true, Calvin. And real quick to piggyback, though, at the same time, though, mentorship goes both ways, right? So if you are starting a network marketing company, you have to go ask for help sometimes. I mean, you got to think some of our mentors have hundreds and not thousands of people on their team. I mean, one of my mentors, Mr. Donald Bradley, I know he doesn't have time to always personally call me one-on-one. But if I go search for him, if I go find him at major events, he make himself accessible. So you have to make yourself, accessible to go get the information. Your mentors can't always go chase you around. This is not a babysitting type industry. Okay, it's a network marketing industry. We do build relationships, but we're looking for more leaders. If you think somebody's going to build your business for you, again, guys, it's not a lotto ticket. That's the problem. People get in like, oh, my matrix is going to fill up. Okay, all I got to do is get in. My matrix is going to fill up. No, you got to do some work. Like, if you're not willing to do any work, don't get in the matrix.
And the thing is, there's a lot of things that both of you have said that are like really on point with a lot of the experiences I've had with people who are in businesses, things that I've seen. And it's true. You need to find yourself a good quality mentor. Now, in all reality, your mentor may not necessarily be the person that brought you in. It may not be. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you have a mentor, the person that you signed up with has a large team. If this was a great person and a great leader, they have already created other mentors to help people coming in, because there is no way, no matter how good you are, if you have a team of 100, 200, you can't mentor everybody. You can't mentor 50. But in a good network marketing company, you can have 10 people on your team. You're going to have 2 that are not going to really do anything. You're going to have 2 that just want the benefits. You may only have 4 that's actually going to work, and only 2 that's really going to make you the good money. So you have to choose. A mentor has to choose whether or not you're even valuable for their own time, which leads back to that time management. Should I really waste my time talking to this person and training them if they're not doing the first 3 things I asked them to do to get started? So like Zach says, a mentor is not going to chase you. You really should be chasing your mentor and letting your mentor know. I check in with my leader. If I don't hear from my leader in 3 or 4 days, I send a message and said, hey, how you doing? What's good? I'm alive. You're alive. Great. This is what's going on. Talk to you in a few days. I have people who have gravitated towards me who are not even in my direct team, who look to me for travel, because as Miss Christine likes to call me the travel guru, which I'm not, because I'm too humble to say that. I just know a lot about travel. And I help them. I don't necessarily know somebody because they're not going to help my bottom line. Because you know what? How do I know they're not going to help my bottom line? How do I know? I don't. So it's like when you are a mentor and you've been trained to be a mentor, at some point you have to graduate from being a mentee to the mentor. That mentor is not training you just to train you for you to move on. You need to now network and share your knowledge with the next person. Otherwise, what are you doing?
Well, I do think that, and I agree with you. And Zach, I like you brought that point off. But I also want to say that, mentorship doesn't come in a single form of just one person. We're talking mentorship on a collaborative level, where even if someone sponsored you, I give you a perfect example. When I bring people into my business, they don't just know me. They know me. They know my leaders that are running with me. They know my sponsor. They know my sponsor. And through a group of us, we're providing mentorship for that person. But you're absolutely right. We do have to go out and seek it too, because if we want to increase, if we want to enhance, we do have to go out there and get that education as well. So I agree with you there.
Yeah, and it's back to what you were saying about personal development, because you can't be in any business, whether it's network marketing or 9 to 5, you can't go in and just stay at one level. You have to continue to do that training. You have to continue to move up. And to be honest with you, people around you, your leadership, if they see that you're willing to take that training, you're willing to get that education, and you're willing to move up, they look at you different. They say, oh, okay, so this person really wants to know, this person wants to move forward. At my current job, they told me, oh, we have extra money for class training. I said, oh, for real? How many can I send forward? Only 3? Here you go. Let me know when I can sign up for some more, because you have to look at it at this case. It's not just personal development, whether you're 9 to 5 or network marketing. It's not just personal development for the position that you're in. It's personal development for your future. The positions that I am taking, the trainings that I am taking with my government job, I just found out once I finish the certificate, I could take a 3-day class and become an official CPA by the government, and they're paying for it. I was like, I guess I'm going a few more classes. Why not? If it's being provided to you and they're paying for it, why not add a few more letters to the back of your name to say, hey, I have my master's degree and I'm an MBA and I have a CPA. All because I decided to personally develop my future. I don't look at it as developing myself. Any training that I take anywhere, I don't say, well, how is this going to help my business? How is this going to help my job? I want to know, how is this going to help me? How is sending me to this accounting class going to help me in the future? I understand I may have to take it, but I still want to know how it's going to help me. And that's really what network marketing is about, because when you don't want to market just with everybody. Not everybody you need to talk to. I'm going to be real honest about that. There's some people you just want to leave alone. If they're negative, if they're not going nowhere themselves, they're not mentorship material. They're not somebody you really want to get really deeply involved with. You might want to leverage them to get to their network if they have a good network, but you don't want to be in a network marketing business and have negative people around you.
Right.
If you are now trying to join a network marketing type field and you have people around you who are basically broke, basically don't have money to do this and that and always talk the I wish dream, you need new friends. It doesn't mean that you can't still be friends, but you need to be around people who have the same mentality as you, who want to move forward. I had to do it. I had to pull away from people who are always complaining and I wish I had and I wish I could. And I present the opportunity, oh, I can't sell. But you just sold me on 4 trips that you want me to do, but you can't sell. Okay. All right. Let me know when you pay $2 in about 2 months.
Well, it's leveraging, guys. I leverage Zach all the time. Zach has some amazing posts that he posts. I copy them, because they say it's always good to copy the right cat. Well, I'm telling you guys right now, Zach is the right cat to be copying. So, we all leverage each other. And so that's why it's so important. If y'all don't get anything out of this mastermind that we're having right now, guys, because guess what? This is a mastermind, is leveraging people. You gotta leverage people.
Hey, absolutely, man. See, I'll tell you what happens is, though, people get so caught up, especially in the job environment, where that water cooler talk is never anything positive. It's always about, woe is me, I'm stuck at the job, I hate my job, I wish I can go home. Oh, did you talk about Scandal last night? Oh, let's talk about this show. And there's never nothing positive. So when you're in network marketing and you go sometimes to your coworkers, they're not going to give you, most of the time, I ain't gonna say all the time, most of the time, they're not going to give you the positive feedback you're looking for because they're at the same job you are. So you have to elevate your conversations and get around other people that are dreaming bigger like you're dreaming. Okay, guys, so you got to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. So that's why I love being on blabs like this with Tisha and Calvin and, some of our other business associates that are on here, because we get on here and we game plan, we mastermind and collaborate. How are we going to create freedom using this industry, for our families, guys? Because, again, this industry has created tons and tons of freedom for a lot of people, but you got to be in the right mindset. So, hey, back to you, Tisha.
Well, I don't want to keep everybody here too long. There's a lot of different subjects that we probably can have several blabs on. I know one is going to be time management, because I know that is an issue for a lot of people to understand how our successful people in these network marketing businesses, how do they have time? How are you a single mom with 2 kids and yet you have time to take care of all these people? How do you have a full-time job, going to school? How do you do it? So I think it'd be really important to have maybe another blab to talk about time management and bring people in who basically manage their time well and are extremely busy. Like, I'm not extremely busy all the time, because one key thing that I do is I make sure I put a block of time for myself, because you are just as important as everybody else. So even though you may have your family time, we all know we need our me time, whatever that me time might want to be, but you have to learn how to manage your time. And you need to figure out how to manage your time, and everyone does it differently. And I think that would be a great next step to move in with after this, is start talking about time management.
Hey, absolutely.
Some people suck at it. My boss does.
Hey, I think that's a great idea. So let me know when you do it. I'm gonna hop on.
I'm going to figure out what my schedule is, because I have to manage my time and make sure I can put it into my schedule so I can make sure I'm committed to doing it. I don't have like TV shows that I have to watch at a certain time, because I have this great invention called a DVR, so I can watch it whenever I want to. I know on Tuesdays I'm going to be doing the Travel Tuesdays, where I'm basically going to be the blab version of the Travel Channel. We're going to talk about travel related, leverage the DVR. We're going to talk about travel related issues, things that might be going on in the travel industry. I'm going to be looking to get people to come in to talk about places that they have visited, travel bloggers, And if I work my leverage properly, I'm actually going to try to see if I can get some of the travel suppliers to come on and do a blab about the places that they go and things like that. And then, of course, if anybody ever wants to step in and say, well, hey, how are you getting all those discounts? I will gladly show you how to do that as well. But that's my goal for my Tuesday blab, because I would love to turn it into a Travel Tuesday. And we will be going on site, because when I travel, and if I'm traveling on a Tuesday, guess what? We're going to blab wherever we are. And I might give you a little tour.
Awesome.
Especially when I go to Dominican Republic.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, keep us posted. I'm definitely going to join in when you're doing.
Cool, great. I want to thank all the 26 people that stopped in, the 5 viewers that we have here. I hope everybody is following everybody, because everybody has something good to say. You never know what you're going to learn when you jump in on a blab.